to get some kind of results related to music, I think there is an art, you know. I think in the recent years, there is an increasing use of software of finite element analysis. So with this software, we can predict, you know, how the different parts are gonna behave, you know, in terms of acoustic response. But there is a final step at the end that is more related to psychoacoustics, you know, because you can find two similar drivers with two similar frequency response, but when you are doing a blind hearing test, you know, you can see that there is a different timbre, different tonality. I think the process goes on like it was many years ago, but I think there's an increasing trend of having drivers with more efficiency, less price, and also for more compact applications. You know? So we have been requested about drivers to perform in this kind of a scenario where the space, you know, is a compromise. So I think there is an increased, you know, trend or need, you know, in terms of that. And I think this is also due because the installation market, you know, there is a big room to grow in that segment of the market. Column speakers and also compact cabinets, two-way cabinets for big malls, or also something that mix between the public address and pro audio, you know. This kind of products we have been requested, you know, about this type of products. Yeah.
In terms of the range of the loudspeaker that normally producers like us try to invest, try to make big effort to propose to our market the best compromise between different range of loudspeaker. That until now we know that our loudspeaker can range from low frequency up to high frequency range, and in our case we are able to provide cutting edge technology based on our loudspeaker and our intellectual property, let's say. A lot of effort has put during the last year to make improvement on materials, on the different kind of technology that could be applied in our transducer, for example. So let's say our clients are demanding always different kind of solution, technical solution, and also try to find the new technologies that could be very helpful for them, for example. So it's a big deal. Let's see.
I think price is always an issue. In fact, you know, the way we work is we receive a request of certain parameters, technical parameters, sensibility, frequency response, you know, how we're gonna work with that, you know, and then price, you know. So this is the two information we receive when we are developing a new product. You know. Price is an issue, and I think price is gaining importance, you know, when designing speakers, you know. That is why we are developing some technologies, you know, in order to get higher performance with lower power compression losses, you know, using the Malcross technology. So with Malcross technology, we are able to make cone drivers with a smaller motor structure, you know, to get, you know, same performance that those ones using bigger voice coils, you know. So price is definitely a key point for us. You know.
We are engaged in a lot different problems with Neo market, in the sense that Neo, the prices are rising again. So we are fighting a little with this kind of trying to find a compromise between best quality and prices. So fortunately we have a prestigious firm, so we can try to find a different solution to how to employ this kind of material, new materials, or to employ this kind of let's say problems that could arise from increasing the cost of the market.
We have seen an increase in all the raw materials in the last seven months, something like that. But this is especially critical, in neodymium. We have seen an increase in pricing in neodymium, like it was when all the crisis happened many years ago. It looks like the situation is now getting more balanced, but let's see what's going on. Let's see. I think there is an increase in general in all the raw materials, but especially with neodymium. Well, we can see a curve like that. Now maybe the curve is like getting like nobody knows what's going to happen in the future, and nobody knows because 90% or 90 something percent of the mines are in China, so it's in third parties' hands. So let's see.
It went back to, let's say, the first, the cheaper materials. For example, like ferrite, as you told me, like ferrite materials for magnets. So this is it's always a compromise between different products and different models. But fortunately, our clients could afford this kind of compromise, and they always choose for the right solution.
Basically, we have made two changes since your last visit. One of them was to create a new automatic line for mechanical parts, and the second one was to improve the robot line we have. In order to gain two things. First one is consistency, and second is more capability to produce.
So we are doing a lot of research, seriously. We are doing seriously a lot of research. For example, now in our R&D department we are more or less we are 10 people, different separated from pure research and development. So thanks to this effort that we are putting every day, in our work, let's say. And we always try to find a compromise between technology, prices, and different solutions.
In my opinion, there are two key factors. One is our capability of customization. I think 65-66% of our products are customized. And the ability we have, to customize products according to the customer needs is critical. In fact, more than 50% of our R&D ideas of new projects comes from our clients when we are requested about really highly technically demanded projects. And this is, from my opinion, a key factor. And the second one, which is even more important, I think is the people we have there. Because in beyma it's really interesting because we have people who has been working in the factory for 30 years, but at the same time there's a group of millennials, on the 30s, really involved, and really passionate about what they are doing, in the technical department with a lot of musical background. So to see those generations working together, I think this is a really competitive thing. So people, I will highlight people, as a main key factor,
We are working a lot of just to find different solutions how to give to our client new possibility to develop their high performance solution. So this is something that range from starting from a simple loudspeaker up to different technology, different solution.
We are really optimistic, about the future in the coming years. I think because two factors. One is all the market research, points that there is a increased demand for pro audio programs for live sound events because all the music industry, is changing. The groups are not selling as many records as they used to, so they have to gain their rights, through live sounds. And also, which is more interesting, I think there is an increasing demand of high quality audio in public spaces, like hotels, malls. The, there is a trend to increase the quality of the customer experience when shopping, when making sports. So I think in general, there is a good, I mean, forecast for us, for us and for the people in the pro audio.
Yes, the maybe that the audio is not growing like video and lighting market. Maybe this is something that need to increase. Our market need to maybe need a little bit change, in the sense that it needs something that people try to realize that audio and acoustic is important, because when people realize that a proper sound system is set up in a very good way, that I'm quite sure that could change their idea. They could invest more and more people about sound technology, because they could realize what it means, how listen very well a different product.